All right, another episode of 10 Minute Cinema. Varble, how you doing?
I'm fair.
You fair?
Yeah.
You excited for this episode?
No.
Our third to last episode of It's a Wonderful Life?
Is it?
It is. That's real.
It is.
Yeah, so, you watch anything lately?
Nope.
Have
you?
Let's
Wow,
go
you're
along.
really slacking this week.
You're the one that's slacking as well. I mean, you're doing this challenge and you're just awful at it.
Wow, thanks.
I just had to bring it up because you're failing this challenge.
At the moment, yes.
Yeah, you are.
Very much so.
365 films. I don't think you're going to do it.
Yeah. We are 33 days in. No, more than that.
We are more than that.
This is Monday's episode.
It is.
So 36 days in.
36.
I probably should have watched some over the weekend.
You should have.
I had the whole weekend off, man.
Whole weekend off.
Yeah.
That is disappointing.
It really is. So.
What are you doing when you're like?
I'm only
Did you go
on-
to like an alley and just shoot up some drugs or something?
Well, that was Friday, yeah.
What did you do this weekend? Do you remember what you did this weekend?
Not really. It's all kind of a blur.
Oh my god! You're like a druggy alcoholic or something. I don't know. Yeah, you aren't gonna ask me what I did this weekend?
No, no one wants to know.
Wow! That was mean. Do you like it when I'm really close to your face like this?
I don't mind it. I'll get even closer.
It's actually warm. This feels good.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Well, that's creepy. So, I guess, are you ready to get into this episode?
It's as good a time as any.
Probably better than any.
So, what's leading the votes right now since we opened up the voting on Friday?
Oh, you know what? I did not look at that.
Oh,
You
can go ahead and check that while we wait.
No! Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I was the druggie that forgot everything, so you can remind me, because I forgot that too.
I'm pretty sure it's a tie right now between
yeah?
all four films.
Wow, imagine that.
Yeah. Yep, that's what it says. So we don't know what's happening.
All right, well, keep voting, everybody. We want to make sure to get a good movie.
Oh. We are having fun. That was good. Alright, so last we left off, George saved an angel. Or, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Whoa! You have got me messed up.
Jumping the gun there.
Jumping again. Last we left off, George saved an old man from jumping into a river and killing himself.
Well, he didn't save him from jumping. He jumped.
You saved him from drowning.
Okay, that's more.
But when we get to, we're at the scene now where they're in this like waiting room, I guess, in the lighthouse. They're like
I guess.
warming up, I guess, because it's really cold in that river, or whatever it is.
It's the day before Christmas.
It is Christmas Eve, so it's pretty cold. And we get talking about, and this old man says, well, he jumped in to save George from jumping in. Which, as we talked about last week, really made no sense, because George still jumped into the river. That was not really the best solution. Maybe, like, saying, hey, don't do it, your life is worth more, would probably have been better, at least to start.
Possibly.
So anyway, he said, he jumped in to stop George from committing suicide. And he says he's from heaven. So things are getting a little weird now.
Yeah.
He says he's an angel first or second class. And this is where the lighthouse guy kind of gets spooked. His eyes go wide open. He's like,
He falls
what?
backwards in his chair.
He does fall backwards in his chair. And then he leaves. He doesn't say anything. He just gets up and gets the fuck out.
I don't know if he needed to curse there. But
I curse whenever I want. Yeah, so that happened. And so George is thinking this guy's a little nuts.
a little.
He's thinking this is alcohol induced or something. Like, this guy is definitely off his rocker.
Yeah.
And this guy just keeps talking. He's like, I'm an angel. I'm here. You're going to help me earn my wings. I'm here to make things better. And George is like, oh, do you have $8,000 to make it better? And he's like, no, we don't even use money in heaven. Duh. So,
Sure.
yeah. And George is having fun with this. Kind of like, oh yeah, you're crazy.
Uh-huh.
You're crazy. Are you crazy? You're crazy. You're crazy. Kind of having fun one there. Did I go I did there?
No.
I don't know why I did that. Anyway, so George says, "Where are your wings?"
It's a valid question.
Yeah, and he's like, "I don't have my wings yet, but you'll help me earn them." And he's like, "I'm an angel. I'm your guardian angel." And he goes, "You look like the kind of guardian angel that'd be sent to me." You laughed pretty hard at that.
I did.
Sorry, I lost my place in my notes. That's why I'm being jumbled right now. So George is obviously not believing a word of this, but he says the phrase, "You know what? I wish I was never born." And
I mean, it doesn't really come out of nowhere like that. But,
okay, well, how did it come out then?
he was setting it up. Clarence was upset, thinking that he was going to be able to get his wings pretty easily, but now it looks like George is still suicidal.
Right.
And he was trying to say, oh, you don't want to kill yourself. Oh, yeah, you're probably right. In fact, instead of killing myself, I wish I had never been born.
So Clarence is like, starts talking to himself, but really he's talking to our angels.
Or God.
Or God himself. And it's like, that sounds like a good idea. Maybe I'll do that. Mm. He's like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So he goes, "You've never been born." And all of a sudden the door blows open. A gust of wind. He's like, "You don't have to be that mad about it." And he closes it. And so, yeah, he says, "You've never been born."
Mm-hmm.
So then they're talking. And they decide, okay, well, we're going to go back to the car. George decides that they're going to go back to his car. So they go back.
To go back to the bar.
To go back to the bar, yeah. So they go back to the car. And it's not there.
Nope.
And all of a sudden, Tree Guy comes up. Yeah, that's his name, Tree Guy.
Okay.
And you did point out, yes, he does look like the Clarence angel guy.
Yeah, so that's why I was confused last week.
I can see why you thought that. Seeing a good comparison side to side, I can see where you thought that. And he's like, "Hey, where's my car?" He's like, "What are you talking about?" And I go, "I hit your tree right here." And this guy freaked out again. He's like, "The tree? That's the oldest tree in Potterville." Did you catch that?
I did.
Potterville. It is now not Bedford Falls, but it's Potterville. The first of many changes. So George is like, "You mean Bedford Falls?" And he's like, "I think I know where I live. This is Potterville." And he's like, "Oh, well, that guy's crazy. He must be off his nut, or you're off your nut." And Clarence is like, "Well, I'm not off my nut." So,
why are you obsessed with nuts?
I don't know, man. I just really like nuts. Okay. Peanuts. Almonds.
Penis? What did you say?
Peanuts.
Why do you like penis?
You're the worst. Don't bring this up again. Why are you... This is not going to become a dick and penis joke podcast.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, we go to the bar. Quit looking at me like that. And the bartender, what are you doing?
I'm looking at you differently.
The bartender doesn't know who George is. And so George is like, "Where's Martini?" He's like, "Where's your boss? Where's Martini?" He's like, "I'm the boss." It's like, "Okay, well, get me a double bourbon." And then Clarence is like, "Oh, I could get this really fucking weird drink, or I could get some fucking wine from fucking Heaven's Gates." And Nick is getting pissed off. He's like, "That's it. Get the hell out of my bar."
Either through the door or through the window. Which is very aggressive.
It is really aggressive. And also during this time, I forgot to mention this, George is starting to think, wait a minute, do you have a place to stay? Like, do you need somewhere to go? Do you have any money? And, Clarence is an angel, so he's like, well, I don't have any money. I don't have anywhere to stay. Like, so George is thinking, oh, great, now I got to take this guy home, too, because I feel bad for him. Anyway, so then a bell rings. No?
The cashier is cashing out.
Yeah, a bell rings.
It's not really a bell.
Well, Clarence says, every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. Donnie did it.
Right, but there wasn't a bell.
But he said that.
He did say that.
And he said that Donnie got his wings.
That's fine. I'm just stating the fact that there was no bell.
Okay.
It was the chime from the cash register.
Good argument, man.
Thanks.
Way to stick your ground. So then Clarence also mentions that he's 293 years old.
Not yet. He will be in May.
Oh, did he say that?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
So Nick kicks him out here, the bartender, Nick. But right whenever he does that, Mr. Gower comes in. And Mr. Gower looks drunk as a skunk.
Does he?
He does.
Okay. I'll buy that.
His head's shaking.
Yeah, I just figured maybe he's like diseased.
No, I think he's obviously drunk, just like he was whenever George saved him years ago.
Oh.
George was not born, so we have to assume that he did poison that family and killed them whenever his son died of influenza.
We don't have to assume that.
That's what we have to assume. George was not there. And he's obviously now he's a drunk. So, there's that. When he walks in, Nick sprays water in his face. And everyone laughs at him. Meaning that he did something obviously bad if everyone disrespects him that much. I mean, this is the 40s. They respected their elders back then. So obviously, if he's the laughing stock at the bar, he's not welcome. He's done something like accidentally kill someone.
I think you're just basing all this on having seen it before. The first time you saw this movie, I doubt you came to this conclusion.
I mean, you should have came to this conclusion.
I don't think so.
Really? I don't think they mention what happens.
Okay.
Anyway. So that's what we end on. Now are you starting to like it?
This is kind of neat. This is kind of like Back to the Future now.
It is kind of, in a way, I guess. Maybe this was the inspiration for Back to the Future. It's kind of nice to see the plot actually start now. Because it's like a solid hour and 30 minutes, or hour and 20 minutes before you really get to the, hour and 15 minutes maybe, until you get to the basis of the plot.
Yeah.
Before it's just about the life of George Bailey.
Yeah.
So it's nice, but, you know, I still feel like if you watch this movie for the first time all the way through and then did this podcast, it would have been a lot better. I think we made a huge mistake doing this.
I agree.
And we ruined the classic for you.
It's quite possible.
I hope that maybe next year, during Christmas, you'll see it on and you'll go, I'll give it a shot. But, obviously, I'm still waiting on you to watch The Town, so...
Yeah, good luck.
Well, you did say you're watching that this year. If you do your challenge right.
Which I'm clearly messing up on. You already yelled at me for that.
That's true. So yeah, thank you for listening, guys.
Yeah.
Go to that Facebook page and vote.
Or Twitter.
Or Twitter. You can do it at USA Kids 6977 or Big Guy HCB or 10 Men Sin.
Or you've got until Friday, so you could actually write a letter and mail it to you.
Let's not do that. But you can also hear the list of movies again because, in case you missed all those posts I put up, it is Alien, Predator, My Bloody Valentine,
3D.
and House of Wax. So,
Not 3D.
Not 3D. So pick one of those 4 movies, vote for what you want to listen to next. We will watch it and review it for you guys. Because we love you guys.
No, we don't.
I love you guys. Barbel's a piece of shit, but I love you guys. And, yeah. You got anything else to add?
No.
Defend your honor?
No.
That's a wrap, guys.
And girls.